Let's try that. Where we at? Got Philip. Philip. There's Philippe. Tanya. Turn this around. Some nice houses. Abide by our community guidelines. Fences. All right. There we go. Fixed it. See, I wanted to put it for like meant for it's okay for kids because I mean we're just going around, but I guess if anything, like never know. No, I mean it would have been smarter to go for the just kids and everything, but like at the same time, I want to be able to, you know, have you guys be able to ask questions and, you know, what if you guys want to know what that place is, or you want to tell me, hey, go check out this house down this road. Can't have that if, you know, the age restriction's not on. It's made for adults. All the adults want to see.
Chance I would have been the tallest in the subway.
Oh yeah, we'll stop here. My mother.
Plus, never know if I'm walking past someone and they're deciding to have a conversation, and I get it. I get it. Just never know who's gonna say what and what's gonna be said. Someone could drop the F-bomb, or, you know, be talking about some explicit story. Ooh. Okay, should I save this street for last, or should I go down it now? That's First Street. Chestnut's to the left. We'll save it for a little bit. It's like the grand finale. Hopefully I don't get rained out while we're here doing this. Some nice houses, though. I'm glad we're finally able to do this. I'm just really hoping I don't get rained out while I'm doing this. There's Michelle. We got Chance, Michelle, and Genevieve all in here. Good. Glad everybody could make it. VIP city tours, guys. Meanwhile, here's your VIP city tour, free of charge. And some of the houses aren't going to be spectacular, but a good amount of them are beautiful to look at. I don't got an umbrella. My umbrella that I do have isn't good, and it's supposed to be like flood weather. We're supposed to be getting flooding for the next 3 days. These beautiful houses, though. Beautiful streets. Like I said, beautiful area. We have, for everybody who's wondering, this is the Women's Guild, New Orleans Opera House Association. Okay. Really nice.
Digital molding going all around the roof line. Corinthian columns on the second floor. Good afternoon. Ionic columns.
You say Greek revival and the Greek comes out. I mean, that's also so funny.
Greek revival, guys. This is the New Orleans Opera Association. Magnolia tree over there. A beautiful area, a beautiful city. Everything about this place is absolutely wonderful. Even the little poles with the horses on them.
I have found many of these holes the old-fashioned way.
Beautiful yards. I can't wait to have a house with this many plants inside of it. All of it, all the houses, all the gardens, that magnolia tree right there, it's blooming pretty good flowers right now. All right, so on our I gotta hit a horse or something. Gotta get a horse first. Just got that husky right now, and it's not horse material. See, that'd be Genevieve hitching me to one of those things, so I don't get loose and run free and rampant through the city. That's what it is. I'm the one that's got to be kept on the leash. So now we are going to be running through a bunch of groups because obviously tours are still going on. If you hear any information from them, obviously probably try to listen to it a little bit, but some of them might be kind of lying about some stuff. And that's why we're doing these little video tours, because it's a little bit easier to just kind of, hey, look at the beautiful houses, you know, instead of I know what you meant, Michelle. I thought I'd add a little bit of humor to it and be like, no, she's got to keep me on a leash. Got this one was on the shorts. That one was one of my short videos around the group. We're gonna come up here to the rink, Garden District rink. This is where the Garden District bookstore is at. Over there. I'm gonna try to cross the street here safely in a second. That way we can get a little bit closer and I can show you guys a little bit more of what they have here. But like I said, I gotta safely cross the street. So had an opening, but unfortunately traffic on this side now. Got the Chicory House. Hi Jonathan, welcome in, welcome in. Please don't mind the poor camera quality. It's an old phone. But we got the Chicory House right here. And then the rink. This is where you guys will find, got your Roth Law Firm, Real Estate Ventures, Eleanor Farnsworth Realtor. Just a few things here, restorations, the Planning Center for Financial Planning. If you go in through those doors, we're gonna probably not because I don't want to get in trouble, but if you go in here, up the stairs and to the right there, you can see it kind of on the camera. That little sign right there says the Garden District Bookshop. They have an Anne Rice memorial there. It's beautiful. So the Chicory House is a bistro and bar. Got hair design, a salon for men and women. Ted and George, men's apparel, and Pamela Dennis Flowers. It's a very beautiful area, very beautiful place. The Fidelity Bank, Ladder and Bloom, they're realtors. And then over there we've got one of the big cemeteries. Oh, I almost tripped trying to get over here. Cross here, because here, I don't want to get over here. Lafayette number 1, yes, Lafayette number 1. Hey, look, if I fall on stream, the worst that's gonna happen is you're gonna just watch me fall, and it'll be a funny sight. But here is Lafayette number 1. If I want number 2, I think I gotta go farther down along with other places that are historical. There's a crow. We've got over here, the first blue and white building is La Petite. I think La Petite Blue. Yeah, La Petite Blue. The second one is Commander's Palace. There's the first one. I wish people weren't standing right here so I can give you guys a little bit better view. This is the gate that is usually really good. If you guys saw any ghosts in there, let me know. I'll turn around real quick. Probably not at this hour. Yeah. And then you got the Commander's Palace here. Over here. Definitely a little bit of one of those fancier places. I mean, I haven't checked their menu. I know Genevieve has definitely checked out a lot about them. And I could have worked here had I known how close it was and if I would have taken the time, but instead I got into well, I'm about to make my name at Broussard's. That's how I'm gonna do. We got the photographer place right here, David Spielman, New Orleans, Paris. It says Paris, but I wanted to say it like that because it's not fancy. So we're gonna go this way because you guys get to see how everything is. Sorry about my breathing. It's a little muggy out because it's supposed to be storming right now, but instead it's the in-between for the storms. And Chef Paul Prudhomme made his name at Commander's Palace. And I got the asthma, yeah. I'm working on that though. It's not as bad. We got some nice little cute homes over here. I'm gonna be honest, guys, it looks like the ghosts are trying to get out here. Look at the gate pushed out. But here's another view of Lafayette number 1. Always trying to remember names of places makes it hard for me. I wanna just be able to go boom and say the name, and then I'm like, wait a minute, where am I at again? And that was way before they. I wish I could. I mean, honestly, if I wanted to, I could just climb this tree, middle of the night, and jump in. But then that's illegal. And I don't want to do anything illegal in this beautiful city. That's why I'm trying to not be that person. Exactly. Oh no, I don't want to do that. But I could easily climb that tree right there. And can get in for a tour, yeah. Cost some money though. Maybe one of these days when I'm making some good money, I can jump on that wagon and get you guys an inside tour. Never know. Lake Lawn Metairie is open though. We'll go there, get one of those tours going. Maybe a walk out there because pretty sure it'd be a long walk, but I could make it. we're just gonna, so we're gonna circling around Lafayette #1 right now because Chance said that the Wayfair house is down Britannia, and I would like to get that one on capture. Another quick view. This is square 3 and 4. Be the other side. I love the good views through the gaps of the fence because, as you can see, it's all I can really do is just get a good view through the gaps. I could try to do a up and over the wall, but I don't think I'm quite tall enough, guys. Just under 6 feet, so you know it's kind of hard to up and over the wall for you guys. Gonna cross here, even though there's no crosswalk, but there's no cars. So I'm gonna cross here. I'm gonna go over to here and go down Britannia some more. Forget which exact address I'm looking for, but I'm pretty sure it won't be hard to find. It was like 3,200 something. We're at 2905. Got the Lafayette on Britannia Street. Another beautiful house with some nice stairs. I got the pride flag hanging out there. Coming up on 7th and Britannia. Like I said, not all the houses are going to look magnificent, beautiful, but at the same time, 3102 Britannia, Surrey Creole house. So we have a little bit to go then. Yeah, just a little bit to go then, because we are now hitting 3,000 over here. So it's going to be on our right side is what we're looking for. I mean, this house isn't too bad. It's got the wrought iron fencing that I would love. $30.14. House things. We at $30.20. Ooh, wait, this one's got a thing. Completed in 1874 by Robert Ralston Deacon, founder of a shipbrokers and agents firm. Oh, it's an Italianate double gallery house. It sits on land previously occupied by the I'm not going to try to read that plantation name. The property has been home to many influential families, including Catherine and Eleanor Riggs, both leaders in the New Orleans educational system and epicenter of New Orleans society during the late 19th and early 20th centuries. The house contains many of its historic elements, including Corinthian fluted columns with cast iron railings. Here you guys go. Any house that has a plaque on it, those are the ones that are the big ones, the ones that are historical. I mean, they're all historical. It's a matter of which ones are registered historical. Like, I just saw a little one of them. Oh, there's one. Oh, they run too fast though. I can't catch them on camera. It's really hard to capture those little lizards on camera. Oh, so there you guys go. I'm assuming this is it. Yep, Surya Creel House. On the Mayfair House. This is your guys' Mayfair House. Beautiful site. It is an Italianate style house built in 1875 on land purchased from the heirs of Winnie Hubbard in 1868. Miss Hubbard was a free woman of color who had owned the entire block since 1845. Surya, a banker and owner of a manufacturing company, contracted with Frederick Wing, an important local builder and architect, to construct this elegant home. Successful and socially prominent, Surya is remembered as the founder of one of the first carnival organizations. Ownership passed by inheritance from 1914 to 1991 through Surya's descendants and their heirs, Surya's Ferrers and McCalls. These families owned and occupied the house with the exception of the period from 1922 to 1929 when it was leased to the Japanese consulate. In 1991, it was purchased by Dr. Terry Creel and his wife Elizabeth Haddon Creel, who restored it and raised their 4 sons here. Throughout its history, the house has been home to large families and the venue for countless elegant soirees. It looks fabulous. It looks fabulous in the TV show. It looks fabulous, even more fabulous in person, in all honesty. So beautiful. This so beautiful of a place, so beautiful of a city. The backyard, side yard, and all that. So now I know where to come down to when they're filming the new seasons. Nice house. Stairs need some TLC. All right. We're gonna take this way. Something like that. Go back and look, but we're gonna start moseying this way. They're moving to Massachusetts for season 3. I'm not going to Massachusetts. Maybe they'll have like a little clip from here, but I don't know. Yeah, definitely look that up. I'm not big on the knowledge of the history of everything. I'm here to show you guys. If I have Genevieve through the stream, she'd be able to tell you guys more about certain places at the point, but at the moment we are just showing off the city, the beautiful garden district that we were never able to show off right away, and that Alex hasn't been able to kind of get out here to get. I know he's came past it, got the knowledge, but I'm very much you're definitely liked. Very much liked. Everybody in the stream is liked. If I lose subs, it was meant to be. I'll be honest. Okay, so now we're at Coliseum. I am gonna take Coliseum back because I'm not lying. Everybody in this chat has been liked from the day one. It's just a matter of whether we were liked to begin with, and it happens, you know, everybody has their opinions and everybody has their problems that go on, and I'm glad that all problems have been resolved and we all are now friends and we're doing this shit together. See, like I said, never know when I'm going to end up cussing on accident. I'm going to start heading towards Mama's, yes. Right now I'm going down Coliseum, which has the one house that we always go past first. And then I am going to take first down to probably Magazine Street. And yeah, that's the thing. People that cuss are more real and everything like that. It's just when you're trying to work on yourself, trying to leave out the cussing is a little bit harder. But unfortunately, you know, it happens every now and then. Been doing better with it. Yes, we are going down Coliseum. We're going to go to First Street, and then we're going to turn down First Street towards Chestnut. And First and Chestnut is where, for us, we call it Mama's house, but Anne Rice's house. You forgot the white van, the video game controller, the candy, and the white van, and I was sold. And at the same time as, oh, did she have many properties? You see, and that's the little things that I don't know. Here's another beautiful house. It's got a plaque, so we're gonna go real quick, check out this plaque. If reading these plaques seems stressful for you guys, let me know. But this is an Italianette who raised Center Hall Cottage. It was built in 1872 by Frederick Wing for cotton merchant William A. Randolph. The home has 15-foot ceilings, and Corinthian columns topped with paired decorative brackets on the front facade. Master builder Frederick Wing moved from Philadelphia to New Orleans in 1836 and lived in the adjacent block at 1429 7th Street. The Wing family epitomizes the custom often seen in the early days of the development of the Garden District, whereby family members established homes. Facade. Thank you. Whereby family members established homes in proximity. Frederick's architect brother Jacob and his family lived a block away. In 1862, Frederick built a house next door to his own for his newlywed daughter Eliza and her Scottish husband Hugh Allison. In 1879, Eliza and Hugh bought 1329 7th from William Randolph. Eliza died just months later from malaria. Hugh died the following year. Eliza's sister Jessie Wing Tebow inherited the house, and her large family lived here until 1931. It was occupied by the family of prominent surgeon Raleigh Pinnock. From 1931 to 1974, the house was restored in 2018. It's a beautiful home. It's for sale. Just so we're clear, it's for sale, guys. Facade. Words that I have problems with. That's why I said if me reading and you guys hear a word and you guys want to help correct me, it's fine. I'm not gonna hate. I need the corrections. I need the help with the words. Need to be able to work on my vocabulary. This is Button's house. The one that I was just at. I don't know. I can go back real quick. 1.5 mil for that house. Ooh, that's a lot. That's a lot of money. Oh, it is. Was Button's house. So we are going back real quick to check. But welcome to the stream, Terry. It's a very here, but getting ready for work, so probably not gonna chat. Be safe. Appreciate the walk. No problem. No problem. This is Randolph Wing House. Has some nice walkway. They restored it recently in 2018. So if they restored it recently, yeah, the price of that house is going to definitely have gone up a bit. And we got this house over here. The temptation not to just climb some of these trees to get better views. And they're all gorgeous houses. But yes, very. So right now we are headed towards First Street. We've hit Lafayette number 1. We went to the rink and showed off the rink. I didn't go into the rink because I don't want to get in trouble for. Oh, hey, look, Lafayette number 1 coming up again. I'd have to Google Lafayette number 2 to go to that one. I'm pretty sure it's going to be farther down behind me, though. But I'm also trying to, do the stream while we're also under a flood watch. It's supposed to be raining pretty heavily for the next 3 days, which means flooding will be happening for the next, 3 days. But like I said, we're on Coliseum. This is 6th Street. We're gonna go this way. I'm gonna cut across real quick so we can get another quick view. Houses are just pressboard and chicken wire these days. If I wash away, man, you'll catch me on the news. Be floating on my back or riding an alligator. One way or another, I'm gonna be safe. Most of them are pressboard and chicken wire these days, but not these houses. I got a little bit more. Ooh, height. Yeah. Okay. I was losing my balance trying to stand on that little spot right there. It's a nice little shotgun house right there. How small it is. And the fact that it goes straight back. I'm sorry about my stream being blurry. I got an old phone. I'm going to be working on that. I got to save up some money to get a better phone. Once I stop moving so much, it definitely looks better. For like example, if I do notice how it's a little bit better. Kind of in and out fading with the zoom. I am sorry about the poor camera quality. I will try to, get that in time. This is Lafayette number 1. It's just more along the lines of like I'm walking right now and the sidewalk is not as good here. Woodpecker. I hear it. It's in the trees. It's been a while since I've heard a woodpecker. A few months now. But like I said, I am terribly sorry about the quality of the camera. I don't have the right right tools for holding. Yeah, a lot of them just, yeah. The sidewalk doesn't like the trees don't like the sidewalk. Commander's Palace again. It's kind of empty today though. I don't know why it's so dead today. Yep, the trees know that they're boss, but Commander's Palace, guys. Good eatery, good place to come get food. Might be on the expensive side, but I mean, you pay for the name, you're not paying for the food. Some of these places, like where I work, it's a 5-star restaurant. You're paying for the experience, the restaurant. It's an old plantation style building that got turned into a restaurant. Whereas like that's a home, you know, you're paying for the atmosphere, like, yeah. But we got 4th Street coming up, some beautiful housings in this area. Some of them need just some tender love and care, guys. As you can see, oh, there's a puppy in the porch. Hi, buddy. You're cute. Not as cute as my dog. I'm gonna stop the smell of flowers. It doesn't have any smell to it. Oh, hang on, I got a plaque over here. We got the McKnight Marinoni Nolan House. Longtime tradition in the Marinoni Nolan family holds that this rambling classic revival style mansion is an early 20th century rebuilding of a mid 19th century center hall cottage. While the differences are vast, both outside and inside, the Marinoni Nolan family owned the property for 129 years, including the era when the cottage was rebuilt. Originally constructed in 1849 for investor Anna Powell Clark, the cottage passed in 1851 to sugar merchant Logan McKnight, who expanded the site. McKnight's estate sale in 1859 engendered a colorful public notice nicely illustrating the cottage and grounds. In 1881, the house passed to Brescia, Italy, native Ulisse Marinoni, Cavalier 1898, who was a banker and importer, and his wife Anna Laplace. Canadian-born architect William T. Nolan, who married Marinoni's daughter Olga in 1907, managed the rebuilding of the home. Completed in 1909, the family of their son Ulisse M. Nolan, Rex of 1978, and their descendants resided in the home until 2008 when Paramount's The Curious Case of Benjamin Button was filmed here, purchased and renovated in 2010 by the Joan Wallace family. So here's the Button house. This is the Benjamin Button house, guys. Found it. It's a nice house. I love it. I love it so much. I love all of it. I think we got another plaque over here. I'm just bouncing between roads right now. Master brick mason. The Ferret's Folly. This row of 5 once identical Creek Revival houses was erected in 1861 by New Orleans architect William A. Ferret. 1833 to 1911. As a speculative building project, the row was so named after the Civil War made the venture financially unsuccessful. Farret was the son of New Orleans Mayor William Farret and served as supervising architect of the United States Treasury Department during the first term of President Grover Cleveland. So, nice little home. All these nice little homes. And tree that said "screw the sidewalk." And yes, good afternoon, Asha. Welcome in. Welcome to the Garden District. A Normandy style house. I am trying to capture as much of the ones that have the plaques on them, because the ones that have the plaques are the historical buildings. But at the same time as that, it's the goal of trying to show off the ones that are even nicer than because this one over here, pretty sure it has a plaque over there. I'm looking at it right now. You like that one over there? I think that's the one it was. It didn't have a plaque on it though. That was the problem. For how nice it looked, it didn't really have a plaque unless it's on the other side of the street. But we're gonna try to up and over this. And this is the Knobloch Lusk House. Ooh, I like them stairs. All right, so this is the Knobloch Lusk House. It's a Louisiana colonial revival cottage. It's the second residence to occupy this location, replacing an antebellum home, which an 1870 remodeling expanded into a second Empire Mansion. In 1931, after being badly damaged by fire, the house was demolished and the property divided into 4 lots. Purchasing the corner plot in 1936, Adeline Katz Knobloch Globetrotter, poet and writer's wife, commissioned Douglas Farret to create a new residence. Farret came from a family of local architects, including his twice-removed cousin, James Farret, the designer of the 1870 raised mansion, and great-uncle William Farret, among whose, you guys can read that word for me, were the neighboring 2627 Coliseum Street and Farret's Folly at 2700 to 2726 Coliseum Street. The younger Farret produced this graceful home, characterized by classical detailing such as the curving double stairway, dubbed the Flying Staircase, feature the architect repeated in a 1946 renovation of Evergreen Plantation. Percy Lusk and his descendants lived here from 1944 to 1993, acquiring the property in 2016. Major General David Moore and Jane Mize made improvements that honored the original design. And that would be this. It's beautiful though. I love the double staircase, the flying staircase, as they like to said. Like it said, very nice, very elegant housings. All right, we're coming up on 3rd Street in Coliseum. Star Jasmine. Are we all stopping? They don't have a stop sign here, just so we're clear. There's this house right here. It's a Robinson Mansion. This Italian masonry mansion features curved double galleries supported by fluted Doric and Corinthian columns. Tobacco merchant Walter Grinnan Robinson purchased this lot in 1857, commenced construction to designs attributed to Louisiana architect Henry Howard. The style was inspired by Renaissance Italian architect Andrea Palladio, circa 1580. No expense was spared in the opulence of ornamentation and scale. Construction halted with the fall of the city to Union forces. It is believed that the acclaimed architectural firm of Gallier and Estabrook completed renovations after the Civil War. In 1867, welcome in, Ellie. Glad you could stop in for a moment. So in 1867, the family established residency. This two-story, five-bay primary facade of the main house is exquisite in the symmetry of its design. The interior follows a classic center hall plan with an elegant unsupported circular staircase made of cypress and mahogany as the focal point of the main hall. Grand 15-foot, 8-inch ceiling heights on both the first and second floors are superbly detailed with plaster and millwork. Frescoes adorning ceilings in the double parlor and dining room were painted by Italian artist Domenico Canova, circa 1866. The right side of the house features a double gallery ornamented with delicate lace-like cast iron and tassels between its pilasters and an octagonal dining room extending out. A front-facing two-story service wing breaks tradition by being placed to the left of the main house and culminates in a neoclassical carriage house and stable. Prominent families that have lived here include those of David McCann, Peter Pescode, Thomas Duke Jordan, Frank Sinclair, and native New Orleanian Dennis Patrick LaShaw. Yes. Beautiful homes, beautiful cities, beautiful place. It's wonderful here. We're on 3rd Street in Coliseum. Still going down Coliseum to get to 1st Street. Once we get to 1st Street, we're going to can kind of see where it's at. So there's the 2nd Street coming up. This, I can get my finger just right. This house right here is is one of the houses that's being renovated right now. Really like it on the outside. I wouldn't be able to get a chance to see on the inside. Would love to go see it on the inside, but to the one block over is the main attraction house that we're going towards, which would be Anne Rice's house, one of her houses. She owned many of houses, and I would have to probably get on a Google search and start looking up all of her housings. But house over here, just the trees lining the street is just so magnificent. This side doesn't really have as many trees, but like this side, just beautiful, you know. Imagine riding a little cruiser bike down the way. It is. Every day is the best day ever. It's wonderful. This place is absolutely amazing. Absolutely wonderful. There might be some things wrong with the city, but you know, you can look past that when everything's so beautiful. Yeah. See, like this house doesn't have any plaques but it's a house nonetheless. It's still nice and beautiful, you know. Then we have this one over here. It's one of those houses, if you're walking by it at a specific time, gives off the vibe that you just want to go inside of it. Just be quiet for a moment inside the house and see either what you can hear or what you can feel. So it's one of those. It's definitely, we're on First Street now. This is First Street. That, and we're gonna go that way, where there is unfortunately some people standing outside, but I mean that's fair enough. It is one of the homes for one of the most famous authors to have ever lived and graced this beautiful city. This one is it. I can't really tell you what house this is. I think on Google it tells you what it is, but they don't have, like I said, they're working on it right now. So it's just one of those, like, you have to give it a Google on what it is. But it is definitely a beautiful house. Just like that one. But it's being worked on too. Got this one over here. It's nice. They're all nice. That one's got a plaque. That would be me walking all the way over there to reread another plaque and all that. So here we go. It says, please do not block driveway. Thanks. Yeah, that house. Like I said, the one that you kind of just want to go inside and sit down and be quiet and see what you hear. This is the Brown Cunningham House. The Brown Cunningham House, built in 1849 by Sarah Robertson Brown and her husband John Brown, was originally a 1.5-story Greek Revival cottage located at the corner of First and Chestnut Streets, facing Chestnut Street. Their homestead occupied half of this block from First to 2nd Streets. In 1879, the home was purchased by Vermont cotton merchant William Cunningham, who raised and rotated it to its present position facing First Street. He added projecting bays, decorative corbels, and a full facade gallery in the Italianate style, and enlarged the home at the rear of the property. The oversized cypress door that was the main entryway for Sarah Brown's home still opens onto the 2nd-story gallery. The home was restored to a single-family residence by Dr. Ernest Burton White Jr. and Betsy Mott White in 1969. Yeah, people blocking driveways, definitely a rude thing to do. That guy talking crap at us. He's laughing. He's just talking. That's a pretty flower. Does it smell good? That's the big question. Oh, it does. Oh, it smells amazing. Here, guys. Just so you guys can smell it too. I think it's definitely a crow cawing at us on that wire back there. They always be cawing when I go by. I had one that was following me, and like every time I looked up and spoke to it, it would answer back, and that was on my way to work one day. Now for Anne Rice's house. One of her houses. I will be reading the plaque 100%. So we have the Brevard Clap Wisdom House. Located on a prominent corner on the eastern edge of the old Faubourg La Valdis, the Brevard Clap Wisdom House commands attention for its architectural grandeur, sheer scale, and historical associations. As designed and constructed in 1857 by James Cowrow and Charles Pride for merchant Albert Hamilton Brevard and his wife Juliet Gale, the masonry home was long and narrow with a side hall plan, its detailing employing the restrained Greek Revival style. Today's expansive footprint and Italianate touches derive from modifications from the Emery Clap family, whose tenure lasted over 6 decades. John Minor Wisdom, whose landmark desegregation opinions as a judge on the United States Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals helped to advance civil rights in the South, lived here from 1947 to 1972. Gothic novelist Anne Rice, whose ownership brought many curiosity seekers to gaze at this Garden District landmark, also lived here from 1989 to 2004. There you guys go. And her beautiful trees that also said screw the sidewalk. The original color was white, if I believe. It was a white house. A very, very lovely home still. White when she owned it. White when Anne Rice owned it. Has been recently repainted. If you guys have never touched these trees, by the way, they are so smooth. Very nice. Now we are going to head towards Magazine Street after I show off some of these other houses that we have. Barkless, yeah, barkless trees. They were really smooth. I really like the feel of them. It's one of those things that just, I guess it's the ADHD that I have. It's just kind of, it's fancy. I love feeling the barkless trees. This guy, he thinks he's a comedian. You hear this? I'm gonna name him Felipe. Oh, I'm sorry about the crow making your dog bark. Everybody has one of these signs in this area. It says no poop and pee, be respectful, be a good neighbor, please clean up after your dog. They always be following me at this point. I'm honestly gonna start carrying like bird seed and all that to see if I can get one to befriend me. Babe, I think it'd be pretty cool. They do. They have really good memories. Crows and ravens. Pretty sure ravens can do barrel rolls. But definitely feels like it's about to be raining here soon, guys. So when I get down here, I'm gonna show off a little bit of Magazine Street, and then I'm gonna cut my stream. Unfortunately, a little short today, so that way I can make it back home because I know it doesn't really show it too well for you guys, but that is darker than what it looks like. That is specifically darker. All right, guys, is this a cactus or is this alloy? Alloy. Yeah, you guys know what word I was looking for. Pretty sure this is Magazine Street. Yeah, Magazine Street is right here. If I gotta go this way. Some nice house in here. Century plant. Crumpler said century plant. Blue agave, maybe. Let's see, I thought that too. This is a nice little cute home. I love the color. It's real. I mean, it could probably done a little bit better with the paint, but I tried saying the word. I thought it was alloy. A-L-O-E, yeah. I don't know how to pronounce that word properly. Aloe? Aloe vera. There it is. Aloe vera. I had to say the second word to be able to say the first word. Aloe vera. That's the word I have to I have to say the second part of the word in order to say the first property. There's a tree. A little bit of tree and wire. Right now we're heading towards one of my places where they got some pretty good coffee. And then we're gonna be, like I said, cutting it off here soon. Yeah, like I said, the sky is dark. It's supposed to be raining soon. And bus needs to get its muffler checked out. It's spewing out a bunch of smoke. Yeah, it's gonna be raining here real soon, so I'm trying to start heading in the direction of home, but I also wanted to kind of show you guys a little bit of this. Is, like I said, this is Magazine Street. This is your Garden District shopping street kind of thing. It's got a bunch of stuff. Back behind me is places like Sucre. Yeah, Sucre, right? Sucre. We got like New Orleans Peony. Over here is a clothing store. Up here is District Coffee. If you're ever in the area of this area and you want some like really good coffee, they also got good donuts. I haven't tried the donuts, but I've heard good things about the donuts. The wind's picking up, so yeah, it's definitely about to be hitting. There's your free walking tours. You can hop on and hop off. I don't know how much it costs. Could cost money. Allied Universal, your security team for most of the area, including the lower Garden District and the upper Garden District and all that. But here's District Coffee. In case you guys were ever wanting some good coffee. They also got Dope's Coffee right here, or whatever coffee, Dope Coffee inside Steins, which I think is that one back there, H&R Block. PJ's Coffee over there. Yeah, wind is definitely picking up. So we're gonna be cutting it here. And I am going to catch you guys all later. I hope you guys have a wonderful night, wonderful day, and I hope you enjoyed the Garden District tour. So be safe and have a good day, guys.